Netflix decided to lose more money and more subscribers by introducing Meghan Markle and her new Rachel Ray knockoff series, With Love, Meghan.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side.
Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Berry. Welcome to the StudioJake vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and if you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast and consider becoming a channel member. So Meghan Markle is making her new debut on Netflix. No longer a documentary series whining about privacy and having to bow, before a queen. Instead, she is shifting gears to introduce her Goop brand, which is called American Riviera Orchard Montecito, which just sells jam. And now she's doing this new lifestyle series that is a total ripoff of Rachel Ray. Netflix debuted the trailer to much mockery, especially because it shows Meghan Markle doing things she clearly does not know how to do. It shows her tending a garden, it shows her cooking, and then it shows all these has-been celebrities and celebrity chefs interacting with her and trying food and pretending like they like it, just so they can get close to her. It was really hilarious. Now, I know I'm going to get copyright struck because YouTube doesn't like small channels like mine. So instead of showing you the trailer and reacting to it, I am going to read you directly from the horse's mouth. So this is Tadum, which is basically Netflix's PR sort of media outlet. You're invited. Feel at home with Meghan in new series. What to know about With Love Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex's vibrant new venture. For Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, love is in the details, the small personal moments that bring delight to those we cherish. In With Love and Meghan, we join Meghan in the kitchen, the garden, and even at the beehive as she prepares to host friends, both old and new, sharing some of her favorite tips and tricks for cooking, gardening, crafting, and more. Meghan reveals how even the most minute details can help add beauty to our lives and, more importantly, help bring people together. Whether it's preparing take-home gifts for guests or adding a sprinkle of edible flowers to breakfast, it's truly the thought that counts. When does With Love Meghan premiere? The kitchen door opens January 15th, 2025, with all 8 episodes dropping at the same time. Where can I find the With Love Meghan trailer? Take a look at what Meghan's cooking up this season in the trailer at the top of the page. Who are Meghan's guests in With Love Meghan? In each episode, Meghan invites friends old and new to roll up their sleeves and join her in the kitchen, garden, and beyond. Whether Meghan is sharing personal tips and tricks or taking the opportunity to learn something new, it's time for connection. Guests includes Roy Choi, Minnie Kaling, Alice Walters, with additional acclaimed chefs and friends. The series is shot in Montecito, California. The $8 million mansion that she and Prince Harry are renting? Netflix must be shaking in their boots. Now, either they are incredibly desperate for content that they're continuing this charade with Meghan Markle, or they just can't let this deal go. Maybe it is just so bound in their contract with Prince Harry and Meghan that they have to push it forward. Whatever the case may be, that is hysterical. That whole description about Meghan Markle wanting to make connections and showing people the beauty of life and whatnot. The only thing that Meghan Markle wants to connect with is a paycheck. That's all. She doesn't care. She does not care at all. Neither does Prince Harry. And in fact, I don't even think they care for each other. There have long been rumors of the two of them fighting, arguing, especially because Meghan Markle always tries to insert herself into whatever Harry is up to these days, whether it be his Invictus games or whether it be an interview he's doing. She always wants to pop in and force herself into the limelight, even when it's his moment. And I have no doubt that this series is going to be like that. I guarantee you the first episode is going to do really well because people are going to watch it out of curiosity. They're going to see what's up. And what all these audience members are going to find is an elitist, smug, jealous, corrosive, narcissistic woman just pretending to be happy homemaker, when I guarantee you she's never tended the garden, she's never tended the beehive, she's never cooked a meal. Her and Harry have servants to do this for them. They hire people. And listen, if you're wealthy and you can afford to pay people to do things for you, I certainly want that level of wealth. No problem. But let's not try to pretend that Meghan Markle knows anything about cooking from a garden, much less how to tend a garden. Maybe she can water some flowers and not have the flowers die, but come on, this is silly. This is an embarrassment to Netflix. And the fact that Harry barely appears in this trailer is kind of funny. He has like one shot where he's like hugging her, and that's it. And also, let's think about these guests. Alice Waters, who is she? Has she done anything popular recently? I don't think so. Mindy Kaling, she really hasn't been relevant since her sitcom ended. I mean, the last project she did, Velma, burned. It crashed and burned. It was an embarrassment for HBO Max, or excuse me, Max streaming service. It was a total goof and a flop. This just goes to show you just how out of touch these celebrities really are with reality. They think that they can put on something fashionable, and I will give that to Meghan Markle. She does dress very fashionably. But no, with love, Meghan is just this delusional celebrity trying to get ahead because her podcast failed, her documentary failed, her business is failing. She can't even find a CEO to work for. She had to make herself the CEO of the company. She didn't want to do that because she and Harry want to continue gallivanting all over the world, doing sit downs with Oprah and Tyler Perry and other media outlets so they can whine about how they had it so rough in Buckingham Palace and in that castle that the late queen gifted to them. Oh, they had it so rough. Oh, they had it. Oh, the paparazzi was following us everywhere. It's just absolutely ridiculous that we have to continue to sit and listen to these whiners. The Biden administration had actually closed an investigation into Prince Harry's visa status because in his book Spare, he makes a lot of confession about taking illegal substances. Our government hates illegal substances. You know, you can go to jail for just having an ounce of one. So, what is the status of his visa? Did he get preferential treatment if he admitted to using illegal substances on his form, or did he lie on his form? Now, the Heritage Foundation, which is a conservative think tank, they had sued to find this out. You know, doing the job that our corporate press is supposed to do. Well, Biden, his State Department pulled some strings so that that case would be closed. However, the incoming president, Donald Trump, the once and future president, who is supposed to be certified this day, he has said that he plans on investigating if that happened in the State Department. So Harry and Meghan have actually purchased a home in Portugal, which I guess is like one of the last countries that has not had enough of them, apparently. So, and it's also closer to England because there's also rumors that they're trying to reconcile behind the scenes. We'll have to wait and see how With Love Meghan plays out. Now, let me know in the comments below, would you want me to watch this and review it and discuss it? And if so, would you want me to do it here on my vidcast, or would you want me to do it on my website, studiojakemedia.com? My whole thing with them is I'm just tired of them. They keep trying to insert themselves into pop culture and into these cultural moments, and it's undeserved. And the fact that people like the billionaire Oprah, who was best friends with P. Diddy and Harvey Weinstein, the fact that she continues to push this out, the fact that has-been comedians like Mindy Kaling keep wanting to hang out with them, it's so bizarre to me. Move on. The public has soundly rejected their nonsense. So Netflix, I don't know what you're thinking. Maybe you should just take the $1 million hit, or probably knowing you, the $100 million hit, and just let it go. But they're not going to do that. They're going to double down on shoving the smug, elitist couple into our faces all the time. And it's driving the American people crazy. We've had enough of them. It's time for them to go to Portugal or to go back to England or to India. I hear Prince Harry, for some reason, is really popular in India. Move there, or maybe King Charles can give them some governorship of some territory that for some reason England can't let go of. But just get him and her out of the United States. We don't want to hear it. We're tired of hearing about it. and it is driving us crazy. All this does is reinforce the idea that they are some high-profile power couple that is going to just win over the masses and the audience, and they're going to get all this adoration when all they have gotten is mockery and scorn. If you like that video, be sure to give it a like, share it out to all your friends, leave me a comment on what you think, and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, ring that little bell so you get notifications when I post a new vidcast, and consider becoming a channel member. Want even more pop culture commentary? Head on over to my website, StudioJakeMedia.com. You can sign up through email or the WordPress app, and best of all, it's totally free. I have no ads, and it doesn't cost you a dime. So head on over. I've got movie reviews, I've got commentary, I talk about anime, television, books, and so much more. You're not going to want to miss out over there. If you want to support me in what I'm doing, head on over to my locals community. The link is in the description of the video. You can sign up for a subscription, or you can send my articles tips, and I do post exclusive content there, so definitely check that out. Did you know that I write books? I only mention it every video, so I just want to be sure that you knew. But yeah, I've written 4 books. I've got the novella Cacophony, which is a supernatural thriller about a group of demons that targets a small town in Texas, but a group of angels are sent by God to stop the demonic attack. So definitely check this one out. It was my very first novel. I am incredibly proud of it. If you're more into sword and sorcery, check out my high fantasy series, The Seven Royals. It is about a group of your favorite fairy tale characters who have to come together to stop a dark army from invading their lands. Book 1 is All Good Things. Book 2 is Breaking the Stars. And Book 3 is coming soon. I'm going to have an announcement about that very, very soon. And of course, I have my latest novella, Blessed Child. It is a life-affirming story about courage under fire when an elf princess discovers that she is pregnant with a human child, sending her kingdom into turmoil. Her father, the king of the elves, hires a human knight who is sort of disgraced, but he's on the path of redemption, and the two form an unlikely friendship. You're definitely going to want to check this one out. Pick one or all of them up on Amazon.com and leave me a 5-star review. It really helps out small indie creators like myself. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.
Cause I've been living life right like I